So we enter stage 4 then. 15.51 kilometers. Quite a dramatic stage in the last one, with Tanak retiring with that engine issue and Lube hitting a rock. He completely lost the left rear tyre, or the left rear wheel, so he'll be out of action along with Ott Tanak. So absolutely disastrous for M Sport then, this early on in the rally. We've got Kalle Rovanperä across the line. So too is Elfyn Evans. Elfyn Evans drops back a tenth off the man in P1 at the moment, Kalle Rovanperä. We're going to have Thierry Neuville across the line next then. He's only 2.8 seconds behind Elfyn Evans, but he drops back a further 0.4 of a second to Elfyn Evans. Esa-Pekka Lappi next. He's currently in 4th position, 1.6 seconds behind Thierry Neuville. So 1.6 seconds off the podium currently behind his teammate at Hyundai. So Lappi goes fastest at the moment. He goes 0.3 faster than Kalle Rovanperä. And he closes in on the podium, takes 0.8 of a second out of the narrow lead that Thierry Neuville has over him. We've got Katsuta across the line as well. He won stage 2 earlier on, but he goes 1.7 seconds slower than Rovanperä. He also drops back off Esa-Pekka Lappi. Suninen will be the next car through. So not a terrible time from Suninen. He goes 0.7 slower, but he does take a second out of the lead, out of the 3.8 second gap that Katsuta has over him. So Jari-Matti Latvala next. He's currently 16.7 seconds behind Timo Suninen, and he drops further back. So we've got Rovanperä through then. Evans, again, the second car through. He did drop a 10th off Rovanperä at that first split. Rovanperä said at stage end, "It's quite an exciting stage, not easy. It could have been a lot more wet for us. There is a lot of loose gravel." So Elfyn Evans loses 1.4 seconds there then to Kalle Rovanperä. So Rovanperä beginning to build a gap back to second place. Elfyn Evans, "It's been drier than expected. I wasn't happy with my run, to be honest. I just didn't carry the speed where I really wanted. It's a great stage and very good to drive, but I wanted to do better." So Elfyn Evans not entirely happy with his performance in that stage. We've got Thierry Neuville across the line as well then. So Thierry Neuville drops. So although Elfyn Evans dropped back 1.4 seconds to Kalle Rovanperä, he has extended on Thierry Neuville by 2.5 seconds. Neuville said, "I had a good stage. It's a bit more technical towards the end, and maybe I was just a bit too careful in a very fast corner that tightened. I don't know if I'm still missing some rear grip. Sometimes you lose it and it brings you a bit wide. We need to work on that." So we've also got Lappi across the line then. So Lappi takes 1.3 seconds out of Thierry Neuville, which will bring that gap to the podium down to 0.3 of a second. So Lappi right on the heels of Thierry Neuville. He said, "That's the story. I'm doing everything I can. I'm very disappointed for myself. I cannot drive any faster. No chance." So even though he was slower, he has closed Thierry Neuville down. Katsuta next then. So Katsuta 4.8 seconds slower. He loses a further 1.9 seconds to Esa-Pekka Lappi. We're going to have Suninen across the line next then. So the story at the moment is, so Katsuta saying, "It's a very special stage for me. It's the first time and I expected it to be a challenging stage." Yeah, so the story at the moment then is Rovanperä has extended on Evans. Evans has extended on Neuville. 4th place man Lappi has taken time, 1.3 seconds out of Thierry Neuville. Suninen is 3.8 seconds behind Katsuta in 6th place, and he has taken a second out of Takamoto Katsuta as well. He said, "It was a tricky stage, but I could have gone faster. I was a bit careful in places." So the field's just sort of falling into place at the moment then. Certain drivers beginning to build gaps on others. Latvala loses time to Suninen. He's just there for the enjoyment now though. Back in the top flight. He said, "It's a nice stage, one of my favourites. I tried to still keep it under control. I realised that I'm left foot braking and not using the full width of the road, but it will come step by step." So we reach stage end then. Kalle Rovanperä takes the stage win, followed by Elfyn Evans and Esa-Pekka Lappi. That's 2 stage wins for Kalle Rovanperä today. So some information on that engine issue Tanak suffered earlier. He said, "In a very fast place, it seems like we touched bedrock or something on the road in a compression. It's broken the sump guard, starter motor is cracked, and he won't be able to resume today, so his rally is over. We'll have to see if he can continue tomorrow." Back-to-back wins for Kalle Rovanperä then. The Finnish driver extending his lead on Elfyn Evans in that one. Evans has extended on Neville as well, but Lappi is only 0.3 of a second off the podium. Up next, quite a short stage, but definitely all to play for as the drivers begin to settle down into position.